Hello lovelies, welcome back to the channel. Learn how to sew this simple and classy free gown that is easy to make and very stylish to wear. It is perfect for beginners. If you're interested, keep on watching and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're yet to do so. You'll be needing an stay. Okay, this stay is optional, you can do without it. You also be needing an elastic. So I have 1-inch elastic band here, you can use the bigger one, and I have 2 yards of this fabric. So I'll go ahead and fold my fabric into two like this. Okay, so I'm going to just fold it into two like so, and then I'll further fold it into two again. So that means I will be having 4 folds. So I'll just adjust this and show you guys what it should look like. So this is what I have. Okay, this is the open side and you can see I have 4 pieces here. Okay, so and this other side is the folded side. So we'll be taking all our measurement from the folded side. So first thing, go ahead and mark 1 inch at the top just like this. After doing that, go ahead and mark out your neck width. So I'm using the neck width of 3 inches and then the back neck depth is 1.5 inches. Go ahead and mark out your desired necklines. Okay, so for the front neckline I made use of 3 inches as well. So go ahead and mark out your desired necklines like I said. So next thing I'm going to do is from this front neckline here, I'm going to extend it by 4 inches. This is to create that opening that we have in front of the dress. So from here I marked 4 inches. You can use 5, you can use 4.5, and then from this side I went in by ½ inch. Can you see? And I'll connect it slantedly just like this to meet the 4 inches like this. Okay, you can see that I slanted it. Okay, so after doing that, next thing we'll do is to mark half of my shoulder, which is 7. It is 14 divided by 2 is 7, and I marked 7. So from these 7 inches I'll mark how long I want my sleeve to be, because it is a cut together sleeve. You can actually use the whole 2 inches. Okay, you can use all of them like this. Okay, but for me I am going to use 8 inches, and then I added 1 inch here, making 9 inches. So I just cross check to see if I have 9 inches. So from my shoulder I marked 9 inches for my sleeve length. So from this side, from that side here, I am going to come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope, and I'll connect it into the neck width just like this. Alright, after doing that, from here I'm going to mark how wide I want my sleeve opening to be. So I used my bust point, which is 10 inches, and that is what I just marked like this. So after doing that, from on this bust line I'm going to insert the biggest part of my body measurement. In my own case it is my hip. It is 36 divided by 4 is 9, and I marked 9, and I added 3 inches extra because this is a free dress. So go ahead and mark how open you want it to be. So I'm going to just connect these parts together so that we don't get confused. I just threw it straight down, and then I'm going to measure what I have here. So I got 12.5 inches. So I'm going to mark this 12.5 inches all the way to the bottom of this gown. Okay, so I'll mark 12.5 inches all the way to the bottom of the gown, and I connected it into a straight line just like this, and I went ahead to draw out my armhole curve, and that is what you can see here like this. So this is what I have, guys, as you can see. All right, this is it for this dress. Okay, so now to create that part where we'll be attaching the elastic to, from this shoulder I am going to mark my waist point of 16 inches. So this is my waist point. Okay, and I just marked it, and then what I'm going to do is from this line here I'm going to extend it by 1 inch, 1 inch like so, and I'm going to extend the waistline because I'm using a 1 inch band. Okay, so I extended it by 1 inch and I connected it like so, and then from here I will go up by 1 inch as well, and then come down by 1 inch. So if you are using a band of 2 inches, what you mark is 1.5 inch upward and 1.5 inch downward. I hope you understand. So now I added half inch to the shoulder and I cut it out. So we'll cut out the back line, neckline first before cutting out the front. Okay, and I'm going to just cut out the side as well. So just watch how I'll cut out this part. So I'm just going to cut it all the way down. So if you've watched this far, kindly give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this dress in the comment section. So I went ahead to just cut out a bit from my gown because I don't want it to be floor length. That is also optional. So now I removed the back piece and I'm going to arrange the front piece back. So after arranging the front piece, now I'm going to trace out the front neckline. Okay, and I'm also going to cut out this opening that I have here. From this 4 inches, I just cut it out like that slantedly. So now we'll cut out the facing for the front. So this fabric that I placed on there is folded into two already. Okay, so I'm going to place it like so, and I'm going to trace out the front neckline on it just like this. After that, I'm going to mark out where this my neckline stopped, this 4 inches part. I just marked it out like so. Can you see? And then what I'm going to do is from this mark that I have there, I'll go down by 2 inches, 2.5 inches, sorry, and then I'm going to also mark 2.5 inches here. Okay, so when I get to this curved part of the neckline, I'm going to use 2 inches, and at the top part I use 2 inches. So I connected all the dots together like this to create the facing for the back. You can use any design that you want. So after doing that, I'll cut this out, and then I'm going to also cut out the slanted parts that we have on the neckline. So after I open it up, this is what I have. So this is the main piece. So at this point, you can go ahead and iron your interfacing on the fabric, okay, to give it some weight. So I'll just place mine like this, right side facing right side, and I am going to stitch it down. So go ahead and stitch it following the direction of my chalk. So you stitch it all the way like so to this other side. All right, so that is it for the front. So for the back, I also place this piece beneath it like so, and I'm going to place it on top of it, and then I'm going to just trace out the back neckline as well. After doing that, I am going to remove the main fabric. So from here I marked 2.5 inches, at the top here I marked 2 inches, and I'm just going to connect the dot lines together. Okay, and that is it for the back facing. So I'll cut it out as well. All right, and now I'm going to also place the back facing right side facing right side, and I am going to just stitch it down by ½ inch. So I'll just stitch it down all the way like so. So this is the front facing. Go ahead and make notches and bring it out to the right side. Okay, so after bringing mine out to the right side, it will look like this. Okay, so go ahead and give this a very good press. Give it a good press, guys. Okay, so you have to iron this for this dress to look very neat. So it should look like this. Okay, and this is the back. Also make notches around the back neckline, then go ahead and fold the neckline and give it a good press. So after you must have pressed it, go ahead and attach it right side facing right side, and then we'll be stitching just the shoulder. Now to stitch the shoulder, there are two methods. So you can just place it like this and then use one of the piece to cover the other one like so and stitch it down, or you open it like so and stitch it from here all the way down. All right, so after stitching the shoulder, this is what I have. Now I'm going to use my hemming gum to secure the neckline. I'm going to also fold the edges before I place the hemming gum so that it looks very neat. After doing that, I'll also iron my seams flat, then go ahead and fold in the sleeve like this, and I'll repeat the same for this other side. So after doing that, this is what I have. All right, for the two side. So now I'm going to just fold one side of the dress like this, just so that I can measure this. Okay, so from here, so just fold in this your 1 inch that you added. Okay, just watch what I am doing. So I'll just fold it in and I'm going to measure from here. So what I have is 12.5, as you can see. So you can still check it again. Just from here, 12.5, from here is still 12.5. So that is just it. So I cut out this strap that is 12.5 on fold, as you can see. So, and the width of this is actually 4.5 inches. So now I am going to open it up and you can see that it is 25 inches. Okay, when you open it up, so I'm just going to fold it into two like this and stitch on it using 1/2 inch. After stitching on it, I'm going to bring it out to the right side, and I'm going to make sure that this my line is at the middle. Okay, so make sure that your line is at the middle like this. And after that, I cut out this elastic. To know the amount of elastic to cut out from, all you need to do is to divide your waist by 4 and then add 3 inches to that. So my waist is 7.5 plus 3 inches is 10.5, and that is how I cut out my elastic. So now I'm going to insert this elastic into this strap that I have here. So after inserting it, I'll go ahead and stitch the sides together to keep it in place, and this is what I have after I was done. So now to attach the elastic to the dress, which is one of the important parts of this dress, all you need to do is to flip the back side of your dress. This is the back side, okay, and this is the right side of my dress. That is the front side of your dress. So what I need to do is to place the elastic on it. So the side that has line on the elastic would be facing the right side of the dress. I don't know if you understand. So you can see how I placed it. So the right side of my elastic is facing the right side of my dress. Okay, so you cannot see the line of on the elastic again because it is facing the down part. I hope you understand. So I'll just go ahead and secure it by the sides, just like I pinned it, and I have done that, as you can see. Now I'm going to flip the front piece on it like this. So we'll be stitching the front piece, stitching the sides. So you have to also pin, okay? Ensure that you pin this so that it lays perfectly and you don't have one side longer than the other. So you have to work with your pins for this style and for this fabric. So now I'm going to pin it down. After pinning it down, what I'm going to do is to stitch the side. So from here, I'm going to stitch by 1/2 inch like this, 1/2 inch into this line here. I'll stitch by 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch. Okay, then from this side, I'm going to stitch by 1 inch all the way down. So I'll stitch from here like so into here and all the way down. And then when I, because this dress has a slit, so when I get to somewhere here, so I'm just going to measure 15 inches upward. That is how long I want my slit to be. Okay, it is a matter of choice. And then I'm going to just make a notch there like this. Okay, so I'm going to stop stitching on that 15 inches mark, and I'll repeat the same thing for that side. And this is what I have, as you can see how I stitched it down. So do not forget to notch, 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 notch. Okay, so do not forget to make notches, and after that I'm going to fold in the slits neatly like so and stitch it all the way down. I'll repeat the same thing for this other side of the slit. After that I'm going to fold the bottom part of the dress. I went ahead to give the dress a good press, and this is what it is looking like. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye.